Okay, is he saying here comes the shock or here comes the shark? Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John, and my favorite band of all time, Green Day, just dropped a brand new single, so obviously it's time for a track review. It's called Here Comes the Shock. If you haven't heard, then they've partnered up with the NHL, the National Hockey League here in America, and they're doing some stuff like Ready, Aim, Fire. They had the whole commercial bit that was going on for a while. It helped promote their album Father of All, and if you know me, then I thought that album was disappointing, and I really haven't had the heart to go back to it all that much. This new track, Here Comes the Shock, my biggest fear going in is that it was just going to be some throwaway generic sports anthem, and now, having spun it over and over again, trying to kind of wrap my head around my feelings on it, is it that? Yes and no. I really think the music strikes kind of an interesting chord, and we'll get more into that. But yeah, this song is repetitive, and you can tell exactly what Billy Joe and the gang were gunning for. So the lyrics on this, they definitely revolve around the "here comes the shock," but the driving music behind it makes it better, more palatable. And is it crazy for me to say that I would almost want this as an instrumental, or maybe even paired up with some different lyrics? I'm getting major 21st century breakdown vibes from the musicality of the track. You're gonna hear some big keys, especially as they hit a swell towards the end of the song, and also some kind of pummeling guitars. The bass work from Mike actually pops out nicely on this track, although I wish his levels were just a bit more. Trey Cool is probably the biggest star of the show, especially that kind of showdown at the end. It's kind of a nice beat for them to hit, but it also makes me wonder, what was this song originally? Was it a leftover from a different session, maybe the trilogy, maybe 21st Century Breakdown? Because I hear like 3 different eras in the song at the same time. Some of these lyrics are almost nonsensical. You look into them and you're like, what are you singing about? Baby a whata, Billy Joe? What are you talking about there? My 2 cents? I mean, I'm throwing opinions out anyways. I might as well just go ahead and get it off my chest and put it out there to the world. This feels like something that they probably had the idea for, or maybe even recorded during the Father of All sessions, and that definitely was kind of a sloppy time, and they've proved that they can do better than that in recent months. I mean, the Network album, not that there's any association with Green Day, but you know, that was definitely a big show of bombast, a lot of fantastic tunes on there that ripped with a different energy. And this does feel like it's playing it safe, but I mean, don't go into this song expecting anything other than this being a part of their sports contract. I mean, it works for that setting, and I could see it being kind of a hype anthem. I do like the fact that the loud guitars that sound almost like a siren going off, they remind me of the title track from Revolution Radio that dropped in 2016. That's a good feeling to get. The drumming is definitely kind of high-powered, has a little bit of an older Green Day energy to it, and that drum showdown at the end, like I mentioned, definitely Trey's moment. I like the fact that they pick up the pace. The song just kind of keeps echoing, but it does add in some new facets to it. I think that there are a lot of good things going on, but I don't see this as just being a staple of their discography. It's kind of maybe something to tide the fans over because hella Megatour, it already got delayed once because of COVID-19. It's likely going to get canceled or else pushed back again. I have tickets. I don't want that to happen, but I'm just being realistic so I don't get my heart broken over here. Billie Joe Armstrong's voice sounds a lot more natural on this track, and I appreciate that. There were too many moments that just didn't feel like they were in his range. I mean, not every falsetto on Father of All was bad, and I got used to the title track. In fact, I do like that song now. Not top 30 Green Day or anything, but still not bad. I just feel like this track in particular, it just highlights the better aspects of an aging voice, of an aging punk musician. This is a band that know what they're doing, they know their strengths, and they know what they can get by on. And they do just enough and then a little bit more to make this song not totally worthless by any means. It's just more engaging musically than it is lyrically or even vocally, I suppose. Coming from a lifelong Green Day fan that's probably spent way more time listening to them in his lifetime than he probably should have, that is my takeaway on the track. I would love to know, what do you guys think about Here Comes the Shock? Is it just something that maybe you'll listen to if you're trying to get hyped up for a sporting event, or maybe for your next epic Minecraft Let's Play? Or is it something that you're gonna listen to once and then you don't really care ever again? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't heard the song yet, then there's a link to stream it in the description. And outside of that, yeah, I don't think I have anything else for you today. I appreciate you watching the track review. My overall score for this is going to be a 3 out of 5, and let's cut to the outro. Maybe you haven't seen all my Green Day videos yet? Well, I got you covered. There is an entire playlist. If you tap right here, go sort through that, see my reviews of all of their albums and then more. If you want to see me talk about another recent song, then tap here for a track review. All of my socials can be found linked in the description down below, and I'll be back soon for more on Beyond ARTV.